Everyone live-streamed WebMCP after Google I/O 2026. Nobody noticed the update that just killed a $180 a month bill on my scraping stack. If you're a solopreneur running Playwright plus rotating proxies to pull client data off dashboards, you're about to overpay for another year unless you know which announcement actually matters. I'll show you the 3 I/O updates ranked the way a builder should rank them, plus the real numbers from a 3-day test I ran on my home server. I run this stack daily for lead gen automation, not slide decks. Let's start with the update Google buried on page 4. Quick recap of what Google shipped at I/O 2026 for the so-called agentic web. 3 updates. WebMCP, which lets sites expose tools directly to browser agents. Built-in AI, meaning Gemma 3 and Gemini Nano running on-device inside Chrome. And skills in Chrome, which lets you register scripted, model-aware browser tasks that run against a real Chrome window, with page context already loaded. The keynote and every recap I've seen put WebMCP on top. That ranking is written for Chrome devs building consumer apps. For anyone automating client work, it's exactly backwards. Here's why. WebMCP only matters when the site you're scraping decides to expose an MCP service. Almost none of the dashboards a small agency actually scrapes will do that in the next 12 months. Built-in AI is genuinely useful, but it's a component, not a workflow. Skills in Chrome is the one that changes your infrastructure bill this quarter. So I tested it. I run a lead generation automation that pulls company data from 5 target dashboards on a rotating schedule. Old stack, a Playwright container on my home server, residential proxies to avoid CAPTCHA, and a small model doing extraction after the HTML dumped. Runs me about $180 a month, mostly proxies and the extraction API. New stack, skills in Chrome, running inside a real Chrome instance on the same box, using built-in Gemini Nano for the extraction pass, only calling out to a bigger model when the page structure changes. I ran both stacks side by side for 3 days on identical target lists. Same 5 dashboards, same rotation, same output schema. Playwright plus proxy hit 4.2 seconds average per page and coughed up occasional CAPTCHA challenges I had to solve out of band. Skills in Chrome averaged 1.7 seconds per page, 0 CAPTCHA hits across the run, because it's a real user session in a real browser doing real user things. Cost projection over a full month, holding volume constant, about $40, mostly the fallback model calls. That's $140 a month back in my pocket for one workflow. Now the part nobody in the recap videos will tell you. Skills in Chrome is not a Playwright killer for server farms. There is no headless mode yet. It is tied to a real Chrome window on a real machine. If you're running 100 parallel scrapers in the cloud, this does nothing for you. But if you're a solopreneur or a small team running automations off a home server or a single always-on machine, this is the update. Your one practical takeaway for this week. If you're running scrapers or browser automations for client work and you want the full walkthrough of this swap, including the skills manifest and the fallback routing, it's on bizflowai.io. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next teardown lands in your feed.